Greetings and welcome back to yet another episode of Dark Souls 3. And in the previous one, we kind of lied down here, we got into the Leaning Tower of Pisa. 1 week passed, and we're still lying here. We're just kind of chilling, relaxing, you can't really blame a man. I just killed a giant stone gargoyle. I went through the branding guys, which took my HP away. So I sincerely hope that the next area will be a bit nicer, even though I don't really know where I'm supposed to go. So let's just follow our gut. How about here? Should I jump down? Well, I see people there, and I assume they're not friends. They might be statues. Okay, they're definitely statues. That's very good, encouraging news. And apparently even the fall didn't do any damage to me, so that's also exciting. So I can go down the stairs or around. Let's go down the stairs first. I feel like this is gonna be a much more likely. This is gonna be much more likely to have a good outcome in the end. So let's see. Ring ahead. Well, you didn't have to propose so fast. Well, that's a bit far, don't you think? Like, if you're gonna propose, don't put the ring down there. I'm not, that's a bit, I would say, overzealous. I can imagine someone being there. Please marry me, Lisa. Why won't you marry me? You're tearing me apart. And Lisa is like, well, you're a bit far, aren't you? Is this because you don't love me? Is this the reason? I don't know where that was going, but the gargoyle definitely distracted me. Okay, so they do a lot more damage than I initially thought. I should heal probably. I feel like they're gonna do a very fast charging attack at a certain point. They're really cool though. I would much rather fight 100 of them than, I mean, not at the same time, but separately, than to fight those branding guys again, which take your HP. That was really kind of annoying. I don't have that much HP, luckily enough, but the problem is I don't see him, so I don't know if he's prepping for an attack or not. Doesn't matter. Okay, maybe it does matter. Okay, so, alright, gargoyle. I just want to clip him to the shield. There we go. So I was talking about Lisa, man. You cannot interrupt a good romantic story like that. That's just not how we do things around here. Everybody loves a good romance, and especially if it has a sad ending. I like that there is like an era in human history where it's basically defined by romantic stories which have a sad ending. And to me that's just amazing to some extent, right? When you think about it, we all love a romantic story, right? Even you people who say you don't like romantic movies, you don't have to lie to me. Everybody loves a good romantic story, right? The problem is there are just so many bad ones out there. And I know that this lizard is gonna trick me. Like, you see this? There's a hole here, and it's tricking me. I'm not even gonna try to jump over it. And I can hear the skittles in the basement below, so I assume that's also not a good thing. I'll just go around. So yeah, everybody loves a good romantic story, and that's, I wouldn't say a fact, but it's something that's true. But yeah, I was saying that there was a lot of really bad ones, right? And I feel like that's because that's the reason why they get such a bad rap. But if you do find a good romantic story, or like just a good movie in general, I don't feel like a genre defines the movie or the quality of the movie, but a genre defines what the movie is about, right? And then it all depends on the director and whoever is actually making it to make it decent, or at least somewhat decent. But okay, enough pep talk about movies. Let's continue on. So, alright, so this is, I love how the White Phantom, oh, you're supposed to roll off, I suppose. This seems like an area we'll have to fight something in. It just seems, oh no, the sludge, the poison. Oh, the spiders, humans, women spiders behind me. What are they what the hell just happened? Okay, I can hear what was skittling below, and this is disturbing to say the least. But I think we can get through this. I think having a bigger sword definitely is the favorable outcome here. Not outcome, but like I know who I'm betting my money on. Wait a second. But I rested on that other bonfire. I'm like 100% sure. Are you kidding me? Is this some kind of a joke? I am 100% sure I rested on that other bonfire. What the hell? I guess we'll make another run for it, but that's really odd. I rested in the previous episode. I'm like 99% sure, except maybe it didn't save for some reason. Alright, so it doesn't matter. We can get back to there, guys. I believe in us. And I don't know why I'm showing you this run again. It must be terribly exciting to see it, but whatever. It's not that far. I think if I just ran past everyone, I think it's not gonna be that big of a problem. But really, I swear I've settled the bonfire, and it's just unusual. It really is. I know. Okay, this is the perfect example of when a game is being cheap, right? I think a lot of instances of Dark Souls is not just the game being cheap. I mean, it is, right? There's a lot of cheap moments, but this is just one of those things which, you know, I went through a certain obstacle, there was a bonfire, I rested at it, and for some reason it just kind of put me back there. Except if the spiders have that ability to just neglect the last bonfire I rested at that point, you know, I think they're worse, much worse than these branding guys are. Just because of that, you know, it's such, like, if that wouldn't be an ability, that's such a crazy one. Yeah, you're taking my HP. See you in another life, sucker. I bet I missed something around here, but whatever. I like it, you know, you remember I spent so much time just trying to get to this area. It was essentially one full episode. But now I went through it in just basically one try. I wonder if the stone gargoyle will actually respawn, and for that reason I'm not going until my health actually recuperates. But I feel like he does. He's right there, I see him. Okay, so I'll just lure him back and fight him here. I think that's gonna be safer for me. I think he shouldn't be that big of a deal. I fought him before, I managed to kill him. I think he only took like 4 shots in total, so shouldn't be a problem. And you know, it's good practice, I think, just to... Yeah, see, I like that I actually stagger him with 2 shots. That's really good. He definitely has less HP than the other one. And I think he's just made to be weaker. I didn't mean to attack there, but it queued because I got knocked down on the ground. Yeah, doesn't matter. He's dead. That's what's important. I love how this area looks like, though. Just like it loops, it seems like it loops around on itself very nicely. And just, it's beautiful. It's beautiful. It really is. Okay, so let's try again. Because I swear, maybe I just came to the bonfire, I laid down and I never actually rested on it. Because if I did that, like, you need to call me out on this. If that's what actually happened. Because that would be ridiculous. It doesn't seem like it's turned on. The bonfire actually wasn't lit. Are you kidding me? How could I have made that mistake? Oh. Well, you know, you still had to sit through it with me, so it's not like you had the choice, but... So, sorry for punishing you for my own mistakes. That's something that's very unfair. I think this is something in general a lot of, I would say, parents do. Like, they do something wrong, and not even wrong, right? They just maybe don't really send the right message to their children, and then they punish them when they do the same thing. So, okay, I know this is like a weird example, but... Will the gargoyle come? Yeah, he will. They're not that difficult, so it does make sense. Okay, so... Okay, so... Good dodge, good dodge. Oh, so I did more damage from behind. Makes sense. To some extent, I suppose. I like that their first attack doesn't stagger me. I can dodge for the second one. And I still like my oversized weapon. I think I can hit him through the shield. Oh yeah, nice. Okay, we're talking about children and raising children here, boys and girls, of course. And that is like, you know, a lot of people, like a lot of parents say, you should never smoke, and they smoke yourself, right? That just sends a wrong message. Like, we're telling me not to smoke. You say it's inherently unhealthy, but here you still do it anyway. Like, what message does that send to your kids? Like, it's either of those two things. Your dad or your mom is a hypocrite for even saying that, or the other option is they just don't care about their life anymore, and they're doing something that they know is actually hurting them. And honestly, I can't tell you what I find worse, because in both instances, you know, I'm not saying you shouldn't smoke, right? Don't get me wrong. Smoking is, like, totally up to you. It's great if you do it. But I'm just saying, you know, in terms of parenting, if you're gonna teach your kids something, I feel like it should have a lesson associated with it, right? You shouldn't be like, oh, you shouldn't do this, but then in turn you actually do that exact same thing, and you just, you know, it's just not fair, I guess. But I bet there are better examples than smoking. Smoking is just like whatever, right? Smoking is so, I would say, common to some extent. Okay, so I wonder what's gonna happen as soon as I get down. Do I have anything I can throw at them? I'll just try it, just to see. I have cookery. You know what? As good as anything else, I'd say. So instead of, I would say, fire bombs, maybe let's put the cookery up. Prism stones, I can throw pebbles, shiny pebbles at them. That might work. There we are. Okay, if I just aim really well, I might be able to hit him. That is not what I wanted to do. Alright. That was obviously a very bad throw. It was a bit better. Let's just aim. Oh god damn it, that was so close, No, a bit more. Wow, nice. Okay, so now my plan is just to do a plunging attack, basically. Just so I get... What the hell was that? I get rid of one of them, right? And then the second one. I'm toxic. That's what everybody what everybody says. Poison buildup. Poison. I mean, does this help? No. Toxic is a worse version of poison. It deals much more damage. I'm not excited by the prospects of this. I'll be completely honest. What am I supposed to do in this situation? I mean, I don't get toxic in the first place. I think that's a reasonable thing to assume. But you know, I expected it to poison me, not to inflict toxic. Even though the icon is different, I should have probably looked at that. But I'm not playing the game. I'm blaming myself. But I'm just like guessing. What does the game want me to do from this point? Why is everything sleeping in this game? And also, why is the toxic bar so big, large? I would want to fight you, but honestly, you seem kind of dangerous. So I won't, and I should heal so I don't die. Is it just a bad idea for me to go back to the bonfire? I'll explore a bit, you know, try to do. If I die, I'm gonna go back. Okay. If I die, I'm gonna go back to the bonfire anyway. Call it an involuntary homeward bone. Except I'm planning it. Are you kidding me? I'm back here again? This is not... No. Please no. This is a sleeping giant. No! Why does this game do this to me? I don't want to go back to the dungeons. Jailer's keyring. What does this do? Oh, opens the key to the jails. Yeah. Filled with many keys. Well, that's just great, isn't it? I hope never... What are you... Are you kidding me? Well, first of all, I'm toxic, right? And they're gonna take my HP away, which means I'm guaranteed to die, basically. Not only are they taking my maximum HP away, I'm also losing... You see what I'm talking about? I don't think there's a way for me to escape, so I'm just gonna hover bone fast. Fast. Alright, so we can try that again, right? I think that should work. I know I should cut to that part, but honestly, cutting is so 2017. Oh wait, it's still 2017. It's so 2016 that you know, it's not that far, and I feel like it's not that tedious for me. And as far, I mean, because it's not as tedious for me, I expect it's not as tedious for you to watch, and especially I feel like the big fights. But you know what? Still, I do value your sanity, and so you don't have to see like the spiders again. I'll just cut to there. It's not gonna be too long. So yeah, meet you there. Welcome back to another episode of Lost, where the undead traveler is stuck on an island. It's not really an island, it's just like a little piece of land within the swamp. Alright, so now I'm not toxic, which is an extremely good turn of events, and I think I'm ready to fight the giant. Or the stone giant. He wasn't that big though. But everything that's bigger than me is a giant, right? I think that's fair. So I shouldn't go ahead, I should go here. I know you're sleeping, and I hope... Please don't wake up. Please don't wake up. Okay, let's just take a look at him. He has a lot of heart. You know what? Doesn't matter. He has so much HP. Good lord. Oh, what the hell is going on? Ah, god damn it. It's so scary. Get away from me. This is not a giant. This is a hairy monster with fingers for his head. And the way it turns around, it's so unnatural. Also, it's drunk. Like, I'm pretty sure it's just... Oh, you can't sit on me, man. I've seen this trick so many times. He wants to eat me. He for sure wants to eat me. He reminds me of Gluttony from Full Metal Alchemist. Don't sit on me, you pig. Please let me go. Let me go. Let me go. Okay. I'm getting stuck in pots. This is not what should be happening. He doesn't have that much. Okay. I just killed someone's pet. I'm like 99% sure that he was someone's pet. But also, if I just went past him, you know, he might have not woken up in the... Are you kidding me again? Like, another mimic. I don't even want to fight him after the other one shot me the other time. So I'm gonna do something else. You know what, mimic? It was nice. I just hope something doesn't come from behind me. Alright. Mimic, it was nice meeting you. And if I use this... There we go. It goes to sleep, and then I can take whatever it has inside. Sorcerer's Staff. See, it wasn't all that good in the first place anyway. I just really want to get to a bonfire. That's the only thing I have in my mind right now. Rubbish. Well, that's just always nice to get, isn't it? Just some rubbish. This place is not without reason. There is something hidden here. 110%. I stepped on something. What's going on? Are you kidding me? Is this just nothing? Just a dark cavern place? I mean, the game is telling me to go out, but I don't wanna. I mean, I've started here. What is this game trying to tell me? Are my efforts in vain? Am I not supposed to go in that direction? I mean, I've been here and there was nothing here except maybe a ladder, which I missed. Also, I'm not gonna jump down. It doesn't matter how hard you propose to me, but I mean... Do we really have to go through the spiders? I don't like the spiders. Guess we'll go through the spiders. So far though, I must say a much better area than the one before. At least we had some interesting combat scenarios, right? I always like fighting big stony enemies. That might sound wrong in like the wrong circumstance, but... Oh, I see a way to get into the citadel, or I mean, it's not a citadel, what am I talking about? Yeah, but I think there's like a door and entrance there. I'm not sure if I can make it to there in time. I can, of course I can. Something skittling behind me? It's skittling. Skittling is, so we were thinking, so is it worse to walk or to crawl? Definitely both are bad, but skittling is by far, out of the three, the worst. Like, skittling is by far the creepiest. If that's gonna be the boss fight... No, just... A lot of hairy dudes I just fought. Are you kidding me? I just killed one of you. I mean, I didn't say that. I didn't kill anyone. He died himself. He committed suicide. How did you fit through this door, my friend? Oh, right. Maybe he gets toxic. I need to roll faster. There we go. That wasn't even close. I hope he gets toxic. That would be nice. Just because I don't have to deal with his shenanigans then. Also, I don't have a lot of room to maneuver here, but at least it's more than in that little corridor. Oh, goddammit. Okay, so I am toxic anyway. Apparently, my evasive maneuvers didn't really help. But you know, whatever. He killed me and the toxic will finish. Okay. I see how this goes. I see how this goes. Damn it, game. So I found another way to go down, and that is by this ladder, which might just be the actual same thing, except it kind of loops around. That might make sense. It would actually make a lot of sense. No jumping overhead, alright. So apparently this is... Thanks. Okay, so apparently this is another area we can explore. You know what? What is even going on? What is even going on? Okay, so they're shooting at me. Fine, that's fine. So you think what, actually? I know it's been a bit of a short episode, we just kind of did a bit of exploring, but you know, not every episode has to have some progress, and because I would like to split them up into a little bit of shorter pieces, let's say that we explore this entire area in the next one. I feel like that might be a good plan. You know, we were to the other side, and then we can go to this side. You know, if we ever return back to the other side, like if that turns out to be the right way to progress, I'm just gonna cut out the parts that you've already seen so you don't have to see them again. So with that said, let me just sit down. I need to sit while I'll do the speech. So with that said, I hope you enjoyed this one, guys, and I hope to see you next time.